Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be doing another I tried following a blank makeup tutorial. You guys really seem to love my Kathleen Lights recreation of her blue smoky eye, and I certainly had so much fun doing that tutorial. So I was really dying to do another one, and I asked you guys who you wanted to see next, and Casey Holmes won. I did a poll here on YouTube on my community tab, and she won. So that's who I'm going to be recreating a look from today. The video that I chose is one of her more recent videos. It's her day to night makeup tutorial. Again, if you guys are new here, welcome to the family. My name is Allie, so nice to meet you. I can't wait to keep getting to know you guys. I know there's been quite a few of you who have found my channel recently and who have subscribed, and I'm so grateful and I'm so excited to, just get to know you and to have you on board. And with that being said, let's just get right into it. Let's not waste any time. I'm so excited for this.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a very exciting video because first off, it's my first day to night makeup tutorial, I believe. I think it is. I've been meaning to do this forever because I figured I would show you guys kind of like how I would take my makeup from day to night. It's very convenient if you're, busy all day and you just want to amp up your makeup for a night out. This is the perfect video for you. I'll show you some different products in this video as well. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started with this day to night makeup. I don't know why I already snapped. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started with this day to night makeup look. If you're not subscribed already, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button before you
subscribed.
leave. And alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to do is prime our eyes. I'm going to use this from CoverGirl. This is new and I've been really interested to try it. It's the Lid Lock-Up Eyeshadow Primer. So this says it preps lids for all day wear. All day crease proof shadow security. Maximize the wear and intensity of your shadow. Dries quickly. Perfect. I'm excited to see if this has like a tint to it, but the packaging is really pretty. All of CoverGirl's new packaging is like really amped up and awesome, so I really like that.
I do
it
too.
Does have a tint.
Okay. Okay, we're going.
See what you got here.
Okay. I just recently got this primer as well. I haven't actually tried it out too often. I think I wore it once before, so I'm excited to try it again.
Looks, and then I just incorporate different things to make it into night. This is perfect if you don't have time to take off all your makeup that you wore throughout the day, like if you're going from work to night out. What really is the most important is having primers and having long wearing products. It's just really important to focus on the base products and have long wearing products you know that are going to last a while, and then kind of just building on top of that, so then when you go in for a night out, you can just add a few things here and there to your eyes and to your lips and be good to go. First thing we're going to do is use different eyeshadows today. I have two different brands. We have the Balm Meet Matrimony right here, which just has a lot of really great matte eyeshadows. I've used this a few times on my channel and I love it. And then we also have this Dose of Colors Sassy Siennas palette, which I think is beautiful. I'm really wanting to use this palette because I want to dig into some warm tones. And then I also pulled some Catrice Aquafresh highlighting eyeshadows, which I showed in a previous video this week, so go check that out if you haven't seen it already.
It's a miracle that I have these two palettes. Some of the other shadows, I'm just going to use what I have, like similar products.
And then this Palladio Crushed Metallic eyeshadow that just looks phenomenal, and I feel like would look amazing with this. So for my day makeup, it really just depends on what.
She has tape. She has tape that magically appeared. So I found this long tape. It's just in my stuff.
For today, I'm going to show you what I do when I have a little bit more time and if I think I want to do more of a dramatic look later on. I'm going to go in with the Meet Matrimony palette first, and I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to set my primer, which is so important because this primer is pretty sticky right off the bat, so you definitely want to set it. That way none of your eyeshadows drag and get caught up in the stickiness of it. And what I'm also going to do too is, since this is a daytime look, I'm going to keep everything mostly matte, and then we'll amp it up. And then we'll amp it up.
I really like how she spends time explaining what she does and why she does it. It makes it really, really helpful for me to follow along so far.
And I'm going to go in with this Matte Lopez right here. The Dose of Colors eyeshadows are very, very pigmented, so I like to go with something else to have as my transition shade, especially if I'm doing a daytime look, because sometimes I can get a little carried away with how pigmented they are, and I just want to put all the colors on my eyes, and I just want to have this big blown out orange makeup all over my face. Now what I'm going to do is
But I have actually had the same thing happen with the Dose of Colors palette, just because it is so pigmented and gorgeous.
Go in with this shade right here. This is the 10 Buck brush. So literally what it's called. and you can see how pigmented these are. I'm going to go in and fluff this into my crease. Kind of just doing windshield wiper motions back and forth. I'm just lightly touching my eye. These colors are very, very pigmented.
I'm trying to follow exactly where she applied it. It seemed like she took it all the way down to the tape area down here and then back through this way. This is turning out really, really pretty.
This color right here, and we're also going to take that on the same brush. Fluff this into the outer V. This will give it a more softer look. Not so intense because we're going in with such a fluffy brush, but it will add some definition. So I'm just going to fluff it right in there.
I like how she says she's going to fluff it.
Add some depth, but it's nothing too intense, at least for me.
I'm just going to keep fluffing on the outer corner here to add that depth she's talking about. And these videos are fun because it kind of takes you out of your own like comfort zone and kind of, I don't know, makes you like learn something new when you learn it from somebody else. So
just touch up.
So she went back into that original shade.
Use that really pretty light peach color. Now you can obviously stay away from like peaches and warm tone shades like this.
But why
really
would you?
Them. They're just like some of my favorite colors to work with. So for me, I feel comfortable going out in the daytime with this. But if you're not, you can always do this all over the lid like we just did. Go in with Matte Lopez again into the crease. You could also go in a little bit more with Matte Rossi like we did with the really light peachy color. And then deepen it up in the outer V with Matte Reed. So you could keep it more neutral, not super warm. So I am just going to go in and blend this out. And then what I'm going to do is take another brush. This is a MAC 242. This will really pack the color onto that lid. I'm going in with that very first shade that we used. And I'm going to put this right in the inner corner.
Okay. Matlin.
And
got
just
it.
brighten up this area.
Okay.
These are so pigmented, easy to blend, and I feel like these with the dose of colors, eyeshadows are just so pretty. Taking that first brush we used, I'm going to go lightly over the edges just to soften it out.
One moment, please. One moment. Still brightening up that inner corner, which I really like how that looks. I kind of messed it up there. Whoops.
Eyeshadows are
sorry,
so
I had
pretty.
to go back.
Taking that first brush we used,
first brush
lightly
we used. Okay.
over the edges just to soften it out.
Okay.
Right now, my favorite mascara is this Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara.
Ooh.
Gives you so much volume.
I've never
It's only
tried that
$2.
mascara. Is that the mascara that so many of you guys have commented about? Is that the Essence mascara? Because if so, I need to go find that. But I'm just going to go ahead and use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara.
Okay, so I have some mascara on my lid, but what I'm
Okay, so I'm going to apply the mascara really quickly so I can catch up with her. Okay.
going to do is let that dry while we move on to face, and then I'll come back.
Does she have tape on anymore?
Before we're done.
I think she removed the tape. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove my tape. This is so satisfying. This is looking really, really cool. It's so weird though for me to see myself without eyebrows right now. I know she does her eyebrows later in the video, but like I feel so incomplete with like mascara and no brows.
Today I'm going to be applying the One Heck of a Blot primer from Soap & Glory.
And I don't have that primer, but my tried and true primer from the drugstore is the Maybelline Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. I don't have super, super oily skin. I get a little oily in the T-zone sometimes, so this is what I'm going to be using today.
This is going to fill in my pores, keep me matte, and this will keep the makeup on all day long. And then today I will be using the Ellie Girl Pro Matte HD Foundation. I love this foundation. I have been mixing it with the Catrice Prime and Fine makeup drops. These are going to darken up the foundation, so I'm going to make this concoction. Where
do you buy LA Girl foundation? Is it going to be at Ulta? Because I know sometimes they have the concealer, but I've never seen like a huge display at my Ulta of LA Girl.
So I'm just going to apply this.
I forgot though to mention the foundation I'm going to be using instead is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I have to mix 2 shades to get my right shade, so that's what I'm going to use instead. That's a tried and true foundation for me from the drugstore.
Really blend it out.
I love these sped up parts. What if like we actually could do our makeup that fast? Wouldn't it be amazing? Like, oh my gosh. This video series is so fun because like I've been subscribed to Casey as well for years, but I really don't know if I've ever sat down to recreate one of her looks. So it's just kind of fun to like sit and actually see how it's going to turn out because I normally just watch her videos because she's fun to watch.
My nose is completely covered with foundation. Before I even go in with concealer, that's just to make sure that none of that redness peeks through. If I get redness anywhere, it's usually in my nose or on my chin. So I just really make sure to press that product in there. Next up, I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is a great concealer as well. It's nice and full coverage and long wearing.
Concealer.
They actually added 6 more shades, which I think is great.
They did?
This is a shade that I'll be using. It is
I need to check those out because I love this.
This is a great color for me when I'm nice and self-tanned because
Why
it
am I
does
putting
add
it on?
great
She hasn't even
coverage
started.
Underneath
Okay.
the eye, but it's nothing too light.
I don't have another shade of this, so she's using something that's super close to her skin tone. Mine is a little bit lighter.
Now I'm just kind of going over my skin, making sure everything is pressed in.
I'm still dying to put my eyebrows on.
Solution Luxury Baking Powder. It says the natural heat from your body will cook powder over base foundation or concealer, giving you a flawless finish. I just got this. And
I've wanted to try that.
I hate this packaging, but
always wanted to try
test
that.
it out anyways. Kind of got a light yellow tint to it, so this is going
brush.
to add a little bit of highlight. So we are going to bake with this.
I'm using my Maybelline Fit
just
Me
put some in
powder.
The lid,
Oh.
and then we'll go in and set the rest of the face.
Oh, she put
with
some
a
in the
brush.
lid. Okay.
But this area is going to bake because this is where I get oily, and I want to make sure that powder really sets in there and keeps me matte for a long period of time. So we're going to let that bake, and then what I'm going to do now is actually move on to eyebrows. So
Oh, now it's almost time for eyebrows. So I'm just going to go ahead and bake under the eye area. And she put it in the center of her forehead. I hardly ever bake. I just like to kind of set with a brush. Bake the center of the forehead as well. Oh! Except for I'm getting a lot of fallout with this powder. See, I'm not a pro baker. I can bake cookies, but I cannot bake my face.
So for brows, I pretty much do the same brow no matter what look I'm doing. If I'm putting on makeup, I'm going to do the same exact brow. I just like to fill them in like normal. So I'm going to be using the Catrice Slimatic Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I'm going to use these 2 shades right here.
I'm going to use
medium
2
for the outer
shades.
half and then light for the inner part.
So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill Pencil, but I'm going to do the same thing using the dark one on the outer portion and the lighter one on the inside.
Okay, so brows are done. I'm going to set them with the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara. This is great. Just a tinted brow gel. Kind of adds like little highlights to your brows.
Okay.
It's probably personal preference more than anything. You could use a clear one, but I like the tinted brow gels because I feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural. So I just apply it and then I brush through with the spoolie.
So I've never actually applied brow gel at this stage in my makeup. I have to say though, I really like using the 2 different colored pencils. I've only used 2 different colors like that with brow powder. Oh, also, I'm not using that same brow gel she used. I'm using my Glossier Boy Brow in the shade Blonde.
And then I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that powder and just set the outer part of my face.
Okay.
This way our bronzer doesn't stick and not blend well. I'm going to bronze using this Catrice
It seems like she dusted away the bakage under the eyes. All right.
Sun Glow Matte Bronzing Powder. This looks really pretty. I don't think I've used this before. Ooh, that's a lot of color payoff.
I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Bronzer.
Next up, I'm going to add a little bit of blush. I'm going to skip contour for the daytime.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and catch up to her. I do like how this is working though, with a fluffier brush and bronzer.
And just do bronzer, but for blush, I'm going to be using this Kokie Cosmetics blush palette in blushing. And I do a mix of the lightest right here and this darker peach.
Okay, so I'm going to go back into my BH Cosmetics classic blush palette. This is awesome. And I'm going to take this shade right here for the lightest shade she used, and then she said she used a darker peachy shade. So use those 2 together.
Just to kind of go along with the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
oh,
now
yeah,
what we're going to do is highlight using these new highlighters from NARS. We're going to use just one palette because I only have one face. There are 2 different palettes. So the first one is Rev Cele, and this one is super pretty. This is what the packaging looks like, by the way. Here are the gorgeous shades. You see, I had to dig into them. So this is the one that we're going to be using today, but then we also have another palette right here. This one is Couche de Soleil, so I can kind of say that one a little bit better. These are a little bit deeper. They are so beautiful. I'm going to just swatch these for you so you can see them. So there are the shades in this palette. Very reflective, very pretty. But we are going to use this one right here on our face today.
So I don't have that exact NARS highlighting palette, but I do have my favorite NARS Bord de Plage palette, which seems like it might have some similar colors, and it is from NARS, and I'm obsessed with this formula.
Just going to apply this to the tops of our cheekbone. It just gives a really gorgeous, look at that glow. It just gives a really pretty glow.
I love NARS
highlight.
highlight.
Just really buffs it in nicely. So we just kind of went with more of a subtle highlight for right now. I am going to go ahead and just blend this out a bit just so we have a nice glow, because again, this is for daytime. So we are just going to do a light glow for daytime, but I am going to dip my finger into here and put this on my cupid's bow.
Okay.
So pretty.
I never used my finger for this. Or down my nose.
That is so pretty. This is great for daytime because it's nothing too intense. It's not very shimmery at all. It's not going to enhance a lot of your texture or anything like that, which I have the biggest problem with. Also going to take that lighter shade right there and use a smaller brush to put this right underneath that brow bone to highlight.
Okay, I like doing that.
I love highlighting my brow bones with like the same highlighter that I use on my cheeks.
Same, girl.
I'm just going to put this in the inner corner. Okay, so let's finish off the eyes. I'm going to take...
Wait! She did the brow bone, and then she did the inner corner. It's so interesting to see people's like order of how they do makeup, because I always do my inner corner highlight like last.
Take the pencil brush and then the Sassy Sienna's palette, and I'm just going to take this shade right here and fluff this
middle
underneath
shade,
the outer part of that lower lash line right here. And one last tip I want to give you guys for daytime, something that's going to make
the outer part of the lower lash line. Okay, I'm going to take that on a brush.
The biggest difference with your eyelashes is putting liner on your upper waterline. This is really going to make your lashes look a lot fuller, fluffy, and just really pretty.
Okay.
So I'm going to be using this Cargo Cosmetics Swimmable eyeliner.
I'm using one from
It's
Tarte.
just a regular black pencil liner. Then for lower lashes, I am going to...
Looked like she like pulled the eyelid up and then went in. This always freaks me out so bad. I did it.
Top off with this Skinny Mascara from Wet n Wild. One of my favorite mascaras for my lower lash line. Honestly, nothing can hang with this.
I'm just going to use the same one.
It gives just enough mascara on that lower lash line. Now for lips, I'm going to go into...
Wait!
I was so fawn over you. This is a Rocker Chick J-Cat Beauty Velvet Touch Waterproof Gel Lip Liner. That was a lot. So I'm going to be applying this to my lips. This is the first time I've used it. Very excited to test it out. Seems very long wearing because it's waterproof. Ooh, it's a retractable one. Winning. That is it. Okay, so let's see.
I'm using a Buxom lip liner.
Not super creamy. Has a strong smell. Kind of feels crumbly, like not super smooth. That's not dry skin. That's literally this lip liner.
Ooh.
I actually want to try out this Maybelline Python Metallic Lip Kit. So we're obviously going to go in with the more subtle color first. It just looks really cool, and I'm going to try it.
Those do look cool. I've never tried those.
You put all over your lips first, and then you go in with that later. So I'm going to be using this one first for the daytime look.
That looks like this.
Cat Beauty lip liner.
I'm going to put this on. It's from Urban Decay. It's the 1993.
So I'm just going to apply this all over. And then I am going to top it with this L'Oreal Infallible Paints Matte in Peach Pit, which is perfect for this look.
I have that. I have that.
Yes, good day. Okay, so that is the daytime look. Something warm, peachy. This is definitely something I would wear in the daytime. I think it looks really nice. It's fun to have like a pop of color if you're wearing something very neutral. I think it's really pretty, and peachy tones are so flattering, I feel like, on everyone. So now what I'm going to do is share with you how to amp this up, which only takes a few steps.
Makeup's gonna look different on everybody, so make sure that, like, even though you're following someone's tutorial, make sure that it works for your eyes and works for your face shape, and like adjust accordingly. But we're not done. We're gonna go and see what she does to amp it up for a nighttime look.
This is gorgeous. This is like a peachy metallic color. Look at that. These metallic eyeshadows from Claudia are like incredible. Absolutely incredible.
I don't even know what that brand is.
Make sure you tap off that excess because it will get all over your lashes. So I'm going to be using a L'Oreal
metallic.
And we're just going to build
shadow.
This up.
This looks similar,
also
actually.
apply this with your finger if you wanted to. Like, look at that color. Let me just show you real quick. I'm going to blend out the edges of that. So you can see it just really amps up the look. Like I said, you can also take your finger and just press it in to really get that intense payoff.
Okay.
And then, if you want it to be even more shimmery, glowy, and pretty, you can go in with something on top of that. So what I'm going to take today, Aqua Fresh eyeshadow. This is the highlighting eyeshadow from J-Cat Beauty. No, this is from Catrice. It's just a really nice light shade.
I need to try Catrice.
And you can take it with your finger and just dot
Honest to Pete, my big fat finger just botched the whole look. Just dusted away. Don't fret, my friends, just dust. I do have this L'Oreal Crushed Foil Metallic eyeshadow that is a little bit more sparkly, so I'm gonna try to apply this in the area where she's applying that other Catrice shadow.
You just want to pat that on top.
Okay.
And it will really amplify what you have going on.
Oh yeah, hey, that looks pretty good.
Be careful with it because it does not blend very well. And then I'm going to add that Palladio crushed eyeshadow right on top. Very pretty.
Pretty.
Love this.
Me too.
So see, it doesn't take any time to really do that. But look at the difference in those two.
Oh.
And notice we're really just focusing on eyes. Our face is done. So if you wanted to go from day to night, this is going to pretty much take you no time to do this once you get home and you ate your dinner, getting ready to go out. So again, it looks really pretty on its own, but if you want to amp it up, you could put that Aqua Fresh.
This is pretty.
Eyeshadow on top.
I need to try the Aqua Fresh eyeshadow. That's so pretty.
Dried down on my finger.
Yeah, that's not as intense as, or that's more intense than mine is, but
matte eyeliner. It's in matte.
We gotta work with what we got. Oh, eyeliner.
This is
Where'd
going
my eyeliner
to
go?
define that eye, and then
gonna use
also
the same
goes
Tarte
ready
one
for lashes
at the other end.
because this will make our lashes look really nice and seamless.
Okay.
Okay, so before I put lashes on, I'm gonna kind of finish up the rest of my face. I am gonna go in with this Catrice
I'm just gonna go ahead and line the eyes first. Did she do a wing?
Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette.
I don't think she did a wing on her eyeliner.
The contour shade and put this under my cheekbones to carve out the face.
Okay.
I'm using a little Wet n Wild brush right here.
Okay, where's my brush?
And we're just gonna.
I'm using my L'Oreal bronzer. I know it's a bronzer, but it has a nice undertone.
I'm also going to contour my nose. This is optional, but necessary for me. Okay, and since we just added some bronzer to the nose, I am going to go back in with that highlight palette and just touch up down that center and just really work this in there.
I'm still on the bronzer.
And blend it out. Wow, that is pretty. It's such a smooth highlighter that it looks like your skin is literally glowing. It doesn't look like you put on a ton of highlighter, but your nose is like blinding right now. Okay, next up what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that liner that we used earlier, that Cargo Cosmetics black liner, on my waterline.
Okay.
Now that we have that liner on, I'm taking my Dose of Colors palette and I'm going...
Highlighter on the nose. I've never actually applied it with my finger before. She added eyeliner to the waterline. Got it. Going back into my Tarte eyeliner, I'm just gonna apply this.
Into the deepest shade right here with this flat definer brush.
Okay.
And I'm gonna push this up against that lower lash line. Okay. Really gonna smoke it out. I'm taking it all the way to the inner corner as well.
All the way.
So I'm using Matte Lopez here. Okay. And I'm going to blend out that lower lash line. Looking at my face up close, after all the product we put on our eyes, I don't really have much fallout at all, which
I don't either, actually. Just amazing. A little bit, but not crazy.
So now with the lashes, I'm going to cut them, put some glue on, let it get tacky, and then I'll be back after I've applied it to do the finish highlight product and our lips, and then we'll be done. So I'll be right back.
Gotta put my lashes on. She has like super volume lashes, so I'm going to put on my House of Lashes Iconic Light lashes.
Looks like with the lashes on. I do need
my
to
lashes
go
are
over
on.
some liner, but this is what it looks like. I think it looks really pretty. I'm enjoying it.
Me too.
And then what I'm going to do now is just build up the highlighter on my face.
Okay.
Use my finger.
She's been using her finger for highlight. I really honestly never done that.
A little bit extra.
Okay.
With my finger.
That actually works.
Like right in the center. Wow. That is so pretty. And again, I just took this brush with all 3 shades and kind of just took it up to my temple above my brow, and it just kind of adds that glow all the way up and over.
Okay.
Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do is go into this Maybelline lip palette in Provote. Use this shade. Just see what it looks like in the middle of my lips.
I don't have that, so I'm just going to use this highlight.
I think it's cool. It definitely adds a metallic look to your lips. So pretty, and it's like a matte. It's really interesting. This little fun metallic shade in this palette doesn't really go with this look. This whole lip color is kind of like taupey, which is why I had to go in with this L'Oreal lip paints, but it is really cool, very pretty. It's a nice matte metallic. So that is my day to night makeup look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, it's just all about how much time you have, what you're willing to do for your daytime makeup. Then I feel like for me, nighttime's always pretty easy because I have everything on and set in place and ready to go. Yeah. It's really just about amplifying what you've already put on, adding a little bit more highlight, adding some stuff to your crease, adding lashes. Lashes make the biggest difference in the world. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!
So there you have it, you guys. This is the nighttime version of that look. I have to admit, it is so, so pretty. I've never done like a nighttime version of that peachy look, but I love peach. I love it. But this is a little bit more dramatic, yet it's still using really soft colors. I feel like it works on so many different people, just like Casey said. These colors are beautiful. I really like adding that metallic highlight to the center of my lips. I love these kinds of videos, you guys. It just pushes me out of my comfort zone. It makes me try new and different things, and it also kind of like opens your eyes to the possibilities with makeup. It just makes me so creative. Let me know if you'd like to see even more videos like this. I know that this trend could get old fast, but for me personally, I'm not really over it yet. And so if you guys aren't either and you'd like to see more recreations, let me know who else you would like to see me recreate, because honestly, I love doing these videos. I learn so much, and I would actually encourage you guys, if you've never sat down and tried out somebody's makeup tutorial, like maybe do that this week. It's really eye-opening and you really learn a lot. So, and thanks to Casey Holmes for teaching me how to do this look. I really do admire her as a YouTuber. I feel like she's super just down to earth, and she seems so sweet, and I love how she uses so many drugstore products, so I love watching her videos for that. Thank you, Casey, for showing me how to create this look. If you guys are new here and you haven't yet joined the family, please do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you are already subscribed but you want to be notified every time I upload, just click on the little, oh yeah. Just click on the notification bell, and that'll mean you'll be notified every time I post a video. I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Do that again. Love you. Bye.